Hello everybody, welcome to my channel.
Nipsey Hussle, a legacy of music, entrepreneurship, and community empowerment. Nipsey Hussle, born Ermias Joseph Asghedom on August 15, 1985, remains one of the most influential cultural figures of his generation. A visionary rapper, entrepreneur, and community activist from South Los Angeles. He reshaped the relationship between hip-hop, business, and social impact. Though his life was tragically cut short in 2019, his ideas, investments, and philanthropy continue to inspire millions around the world. Early life and rise in music. Growing up in the Crenshaw neighborhood of Los Angeles, Nipsey Hussle was surrounded by both challenges and creativity. His Eritrean heritage and experiences in a community marked by poverty, gang tensions, and limited opportunities helped shape his worldview. Nipsey began pursuing music in his teens, gravitating towards storytelling rooted in authenticity. His early mixtapes, especially the Bullets Ain't Got No Name series, helped build a loyal underground following. What set him apart was his raw honesty, entrepreneurial mindset, and dedication to independence. His groundbreaking $100 mixtape, Crenshaw, 2013, became a music industry legend. While fans could stream the project online, Nipsey also sold physical copies for $100 each as part of his Proud to Pay campaign. The idea wasn't just a marketing stunt, it was a statement about ownership and the value of art. Remarkably, he sold out 1,000 copies, with Jay-Z purchasing 100 of them. This bold move cemented Nipsey as one of hip-hop's most innovative thinkers. Victory Lap, artistic breakthrough. In 2018, Nipsey Hussle released his long-awaited debut album, Victory Lap, a refined, powerful project that blended West Coast rap, motivational lyricism, and entrepreneurial philosophy. The album earned a Grammy nomination for Best Rap Album, showcasing his growth from street storyteller to global artist. Songs like Dedication, Grinding All My Life, and Hustle and Motivate became anthems for ambition, persistence, and self-belief. Entrepreneurship and economic empowerment. More than a rapper, Nipsey Hussle was a forward-thinking entrepreneur dedicated to the economic revitalization of South Los Angeles. He believed that communities could transform through ownership, education, and opportunity. Key ventures and vision: the Marathon Clothing Store, a smart retail concept in the heart of Crenshaw, integrating technology, fashion, and community pride. Real estate investment: Nipsey acquired commercial property in his neighborhood to prevent gentrification and to create local jobs. STEM and tech programs: he partnered with business leaders to introduce STEM education, startup incubators, and co-working spaces to underserved youth. Nipsey frequently spoke about buying back the block, encouraging people to invest in their communities rather than abandoning them. Community leadership and activism: Nipsey Hussle used his platform not just for personal success, but for creating pathways for others. He supported youth programs, gang intervention efforts, and reintegration initiatives for formerly incarcerated individuals. He worked closely with local leaders, educators, and activists to bring long-term resources to South LA. Nipsey's activism came from lived experience. He understood the damage caused by systemic inequality and sought to create sustainable solutions through business and mentorship. Tragic death and enduring impact. On March 31, 2019, Nipsey Hussle was fatally shot outside his Marathon Clothing Store. His death sparked a wave of mourning across the world. From Los Angeles streets to international music communities, thousands attended his memorial service, and landmarks lit up in his honor. Yet his legacy did not end with his passing. His philosophy of ownership, independence, and empowerment continues to influence artists, entrepreneurs, and community leaders. Key elements of his posthumous legacy. Victory Lap won the Grammy Award for Best Rap Performance for Racks in the Middle. The Marathon clothing brand remains active, continuing his vision. His community development projects and investments are still studied as models for grassroots economic empowerment. His message, "The Marathon Continues," has become a global symbol of perseverance. Conclusion: Nipsey Hussle was more than a musician. He was a thinker, builder, and visionary who saw potential in places others overlooked. His life embodied the idea that success is not only personal achievement but the ability to uplift an entire community. Through his music, entrepreneurship, and activism, Nipsey left behind a blueprint for empowerment, one that continues to guide the next generation. The marathon truly continues. The expanded legacy of Nipsey Hussle. Philosophy, vision, and cultural influence. Nipsey Hussle's influence cannot be measured solely by his music, business ventures, or the public mourning that followed his death. His legacy represents a cultural shift, one rooted in economic self-determination, innovation, and the belief that marginalized communities could become centers of creativity and opportunity. Below is an extended exploration of the ideas, projects, and values that defined Nipsey Hussle's extraordinary life. A blueprint for independence, ownership above everything in an industry where new artists often sacrificed ownership for exposure. Nipsey Hussle stood firm on independence. From the start of his career, he rejected traditional recording contracts that stripped artists of publishing rights. Nipsey's key business principles maintain ownership of masters. He believed musicians should treat their art like real estate, assets that accumulate value over time. Nipsey famously said, "If you don't own your masters own you." Create brand equity through scarcity. His decision to sell Crenshaw for $100 was rooted in the idea of creating value by limiting supply. He studied innovators such as Steve Jobs and entrepreneurs from the tech world, applying similar marketing concepts to music. Long-term thinking, the marathon mindset. Nipsey encouraged slow, steady growth rather than chasing quick money. The marathon symbolized incremental progress, endurance, and resilience in the face of hardship. Economic activism. Building pathways instead of promises. Nipsey saw business not simply as a means of personal wealth, but as an instrument for social change. He wanted to shift his community from consumers to creators, from employees to owners. Major community investment projects. Destination Crenshaw, a cultural revitalization initiative to highlight African American art and empower local creators. South Central real estate acquisitions. Nipsey purchased a strip mall on Crenshaw and Slauson, once targeted by gentrifiers, to safeguard local businesses and create economic stability. Vector 90, a co-working space and STEM center he co-founded in South LA, designed to connect young people with Silicon Valley opportunities. It provided coding programs, mentorship, startup incubation. Nipsey believed the tech sector could transform communities the same way hip-hop once did. Music as motivation. A soundtrack for hustlers and dreamers. Nipsey's music became synonymous with motivation. He rapped not only about struggle but about solutions, ownership, discipline, and the power of belief. Themes that defined his art: self-empowerment, encouraging listeners to take control of their destiny. Financial wisdom, teaching investment, saving, and entrepreneurship. Loyalty and community, valuing where you come from without being trapped by it. Redemption, transforming pain and poverty into purpose. Songs like Dedication, Double Up, Grinding All My Life, and Blue Laces 2 Inches are often cited as modern self-help anthems disguised as hip-hop. Leadership style, quiet confidence and strategic vision. Nipsey's leadership came from authenticity. He didn't put on a persona, he lived the life he spoke about. His calm demeanor, clarity, and strategic mindset earned him respect from both street leaders and corporate executives. His leadership qualities a community bridge. Nipsey could speak with gang members, business owners, youth, and city officials with equal respect. Led by example, he reinvested much of his money back into Crenshaw, showing that success didn't require abandoning one's roots. Collaboration over competition. He supported local artists, invested in friends' businesses, and forged partnerships that uplifted entire networks, not just himself. The Marathon Clothing, more than a brand. A movement. The Marathon Clothing wasn't just a store, it was a symbol of unity, ambition, and culture. It merged high-quality fashion with smart retail technology, where customers could scan QR codes to access exclusive digital content. The brand's unique features: augmented reality shopping experiences, music and video integration, merchandise linked to motivational messaging, a global fanbase built around empowerment. The store became a
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.